What's up, Bob, Home Cooked Basics. So I'm really excited about this one today. We're making my chicken noodle soup recipe. So this is pretty much from scratch. The only thing that's not scratch is the egg noodles. But we're gonna be cooking this from a whole chicken. We're gonna be making our own chicken broth. And the beauty of that is you're gonna have some leftover chicken broth that you can use or freeze or use it up during the week for other meals that you make. And there should be enough leftover soup, unless you have a really big family, from this whole chicken. And that goes great. You can put it in your fridge for a couple days or put it in your freezer. So this is one of those recipes that, it takes some time, but it's really simple. And the flavor is amazing. I got a few tricks up my sleeve to bring some flavor into this soup. So this is something you want to do on a Sunday or Saturday when you have a good amount of time. So that's it. You're going to enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it.
Let's first start off with the ingredients of this delicious soup. We have tomato paste and garlic, carrots and celery, and then onions. These are the rough cut vegetables for the braise. Then we have the beloved chicken. And then for the soup, we're gonna have some garlic, carrots, celery, onions that's chopped up a lot more finer, and then the egg noodle. Go ahead and wash your celery and your carrots. You want to scrub these as best as possible to get any leftover dirt or anything left over from the farm. Let's start prepping the ingredients. We're going to peel those carrots. The vegetables that are going in the braise, we're just going to rough cut. It's going to rough cut the celery and the carrots. The vegetables that are going to go in the soup are going to be more fine cut, so you can get smaller pieces when you're eating your soup. Now, if you really like onions or you really like garlic, don't be afraid to put more into this. This is a soup and it's your soup. If you prefer one or the other or anything more, go ahead and add it to the soup. Now, if you pat and dry off your chicken, it's gonna get a lot more brown when you go to brown it in the pan. But some people don't like to do this with the paper towels because you actually get some paper towel on your chicken. So this is your discretion. This one had a little bit like leftover feathers. These are little organic birds that I get. Sometimes it's got some leftover feathers and I like to work it and get it off the chicken. Now, if your chicken has a lot of excessive fat, go ahead and trim it off. You really don't need a lot of extra fat on the chicken. The other little trick I like to do is I like to slice the skin right at the joints of the chicken. This is going to provide the legs and the thighs to kind of fall down and be able to brown better on the bottom of the pan. Go ahead and get yourself the pot that you're going to use to make this braise in. I like to use a Dutch oven. Go ahead and coat the bottom with some avocado oil or an oil that does well with high heat. I like to move it around the pan to make sure I get it fully covered before I throw the chicken in there. Go ahead and swing the chicken in there and let it do its thing. I like to put it the backside down first and let that part brown off. Put it in there and place it and don't move it around. Let it do its thing and brown up before you try to actually flip it over. Keep an eye on the bottom of the pan. If you start to see it really brown up, then it's going to be ready to flip. If it's still sticking, then you're going to leave it. But when you think it's ready and it's able to release, grab that bird and flip it right on the breast side. As you can see, we got a little bit of browning there in the skin. That's going to add some great flavor to the soup later on. Now that you've got some browning on the front and the back, you could kind of brown the sides if you like, or you can just grab it and pull it out at this point. You just want to make sure that you don't burn all that fond that's on the bottom of the pan. As you can see, it was just about ready. It hadn't burnt yet, so I pull it up. Now toss your onions in there and start cooking them in that delicious chicken fat. Do not strain that chicken fat out and just work those onions around. Then I like to throw my garlic in and incorporate it all together. I'm waiting for that strong smell of the onions and garlic before I add the tomato paste. Once you really get that strong smell, go ahead and add that tomato paste. Now you really want to work this around. You want to get it brown. You're trying to brown this on the bottom of the pan. It's going to release the flavor of that tomato paste and it's going to be delicious in the soup. Now some people don't add tomato paste to the soup, but I'm telling you, try it, you're gonna love it. Add the celery and carrots and work them around, let them do their thing. Let all those flavors develop with one another. Now just remember, keep watching the bottom of that Dutch oven to make sure that you don't burn the fond, the stuff that's sticking to the bottom. If you start to see it burn, add some water. This is going to deglaze the bottom of the pan, and you're going to get all that fond and bits that are stuck, and it's all going to incorporate into the vegetables. So work this around and deglaze the bottom of the Dutch oven. Now we're going to swing this chicken back in there, and this is going to be the final step of the braise. This thing is going to cook low and slow. So throw it in that pot and try to keep, I like to keep the breast side up. Now during this cooking process, you really want to make sure that you're not boiling the chicken. You want this thing to go low and slow so you don't get a dried out bird.
So I would call this phase 2 of my chicken noodle soup recipe. We've already braised the chicken. The chicken's been braising for a little over an hour and a half. It's incorporating all that flavor from the braise into the meat. And that's going to be huge later when we make the actual chicken noodle soup. So the braising phase is done, and what we're going to do now is we're going to pull that chicken out, and then we're going to make our stock.
Now after the bird has had its time to do its thing and went low and slow, go ahead and pull it from the pot. As you can see, the thighs just fell right off of this bird. Now I'll pull those chicken thighs and those drumsticks and pluck off that dark meat because I really like dark meat in my chicken noodle soup. But I tend to leave the wings. I don't put those in my soup, but that'll be part of making the stock. Unless I go ahead and eat them right there, but I'm going to leave these in here and help flavor the broth. Now go ahead and start removing the meat from the actual carcass. The meat should come off pretty easy. If it's not, then you might have overcooked the breast. That's why you really got to focus on cooking it low and slow during the braising process. So go ahead and pull the meat off, and we're going to put this meat away and save it for later when we do make the soup. Now, if you like chicken skin, and some people actually do in their chicken noodle soup, I'm not going to judge you. So you can pull some of the skin off. We did brown it, and if you want, throw it in there, and you can put it in your final soup. But I tend not to like that in my soup. I do want some of the skin to go back into the pot because that's going to bring some great flavor to the broth and the soup in the very end. Now just go ahead and take everything that was in that and put it back into the pot. And now we're going to make the broth. We're going to add the water to the pot. You want to make sure that all the bones get covered. Now the amount of water you use is all relative to the size of your pot or Dutch oven. Don't go crazy here. If you have a huge pot, you don't want to over dilute it, because that's really going to kill the flavor of the broth. Kind of, use your best judgment here, but I know about this size, I'm going to be going about 1.5 inches from the top of my pot. Now that we've added our water, we're going to go ahead and cover up the Dutch oven. And you want to bring this up to a boil. You want a strong rolling boil. This is going to bring all the impurities up to the surface of this broth. And that's going to give us the opportunity to skim them out. So go ahead, start skimming them. You're really looking to try to capture and pull the white bubbles off, as you can see in the video. In the end, skimming this is just going to make your broth and your final soup a little less cloudy. Some say it's not needed, some think it's controversial. I like to remove it. This is up to you. Now we're going to let it on a very light simmer go for about 1.5 hours. After it's done that, go ahead and strain it all out. And this is going to give you the final broth that we're going to use in our soup. Now for the part we've all been waiting for. We're going to start to be able to make the soup. I use a 4.5 quart Dutch oven to make the soup. So go ahead, heat up the pot and add some avocado oil there so we can go ahead and saute the vegetables that are going to be in the soup. Add your onions and then your garlic. And you want to saute these together till you get that smell. You want to get that release of the garlic and onion, and I like to do that before I add the carrots and celery. I tell you, there's nothing like the smell of sauteing onions. I really enjoy it. And the garlic. Just incredible flavor. And it's going to be released into this soup. At this part of the process, I like to add a little bit of salt to those onions so I can saute them up. Now you really don't have to make these onions fully translucent. You're just trying to get maybe a slight browning on them and a light saute. And then go ahead and add the celery and the carrots. Be careful to watch the bottom of your pot. You do not want to burn what we call the fond. If you can see in the pan here, it's starting to get a little bit brown. As you work the vegetables around, it is going to deglaze the pan a little bit with the moisture from the vegetables. But go ahead and add a little bit of the broth also to make sure you deglaze and get all that fond off the bottom of the pot. So one part that didn't make the video was the extra chicken broth. You can see it in the background of this picture. I got 4 mason jars. You're going to take the remainder of the chicken broth and you're going to put it into this pot. This braised chicken broth is going to bring incredible flavor to this chicken soup. This broth is so potent, I'm also going to dilute it a little bit and add some water. This is going to bring an extra fluid to my soup and it's going to help balance it so it's not so strong. Go ahead and take the chicken and cut it up into some bite-sized pieces. And then go ahead and add it to the soup. Now that we got everything back into the pot for the soup, I like to bring it back up to a boil. This is going to give me another chance to skim off any impurities. And also the boil is going to get it ready to start to cook the egg noodles. Now it's time to season the soup. Start adding salt. You'll be surprised at how much salt this is going to take. I didn't salt the broth earlier because I wanted to be able to have broth that I could use for other dishes and be able to salt it to taste when I was making my other recipes. So go ahead, salt it. Mix it, and then you're going to want to taste it. Do this over and over until you get the right amount of salt and the right amount of flavor for your soup. And then go ahead and add your egg noodles. Go ahead and give those egg noodles a stir here and there to make sure they get cooked. And check them for taste. Make sure that they go a little bit al dente. And then you're going to want to taste your soup again to see if you need more seasoning. If you do, add the salt. Mix it, and then check it again. You're going to keep doing this till you make sure you have the right amount of flavor that punches. That's what the salt does. The salt will bring out the flavor in the soup. And now I like to add some fresh cracked pepper. Now I'll give it one last check to make sure that the egg noodles are cooked before I shut off the soup.
So that's it, homemade chicken noodle soup. We made our own chicken broth. We cooked this from a whole chicken. We have leftover chicken broth. You know, some of you guys don't like this extra fat layer that's in the broth. You can always remove it, throw it in the freezer for a little while before it actually freezes and you can scoop it out. I like to keep it in there depending on what dish I'm making. If I want to add some fat, this is really just chicken fat. Most of it came from the skin of the whole chicken. But you got leftover that, you're gonna have some leftover soup unless you got a really big family. And one thing I like to do with this soup is put a little bit of Parmigiano on it. It really gives it a little more funk and a little more taste to it. So if that's, you know, something you like, try it out. And that's it. So please subscribe to my channel, helps me grow, and let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time on Home Cooked Basics.